Good morning, and a good morning. Wow, that took a long time for the Be Live to kick in. Interesting. The Be Live is the live streaming platform that I'm using. So, wow, that did take a time. But we're here. I'm Boundy, psychic medium, bringing you the daily card spread reading. It is Sunday, the 14th of July here in a sunny, overcast, sunny type of a Port Elliot day. It's beautiful winter weather. It's got some potential to warm up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to do that too much. Yeah. Grey clouds in the sky over that way a bit. But that's okay. Look, it's lovely to have you on board as replay or in real life. It's wonderful to share what Spirit knows we need to know and connecting in with that, the practice, the doing, the daily. It is, look, I just feel so blessed to be able to do this with this technology in whatever way it presents. Here we are with the cards. That's the purpose of why we're here. So, and this morning I do have this particular deck, and I'll put it right under there. This is the actual box of it. So it's the Intuitive Soul Oracle cards. I found them in the drawer yesterday morning before I started and decided, wow, it's been a long time since I've used this deck. It is one that Lisa Williams has created with the illustrations from Marie Chantal Martineau, and that's the back of the box. I did a certification course with Lisa and the team that works through her academies. It was a wonderful experience and learnt a lot. So there is always different ways and means of learning about what Spirit has to teach us, and the cards is only the one way. It's not the way, it's only one of many. What we've got is the guidebook that I am going to be using. We've got the work card, we've got the plan card, and we've got the relationship card. Now, the way that I am reading these is the center one is the energies around the full day. It's a theme. I use the left card as the home space and the right card as the workspace. So it almost feels like they've flipped around with these particular cards. So we're going to read what the context is in a sec as I bring them into a zoomed aspect so that we can see the cards more clearly. Hopefully that's okay. They're a bigger card than what I normally use. So I might have to just zoom that down a little bit because of that. So here we go. Let's just have a look, see if that fits a bit better. I think it does a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And I might even straighten the camera because the webcam's a little bit crooked there with that. I'll shift it a bit. There, perfect, don't you think? Perfect. Now I'm going to read the first one I'm going to read is the central one because it is that main theme. So it's the plan card. It's card 41 out of this book for those who like doing the numerology, Fiona. I know you do. So the plan card with keywords of making plans, seeing the future, making changes. Those are the keywords of what we've got for our main theme. So we do need to actually keep in mind that there are plans needed for working through some things that we're intending. Put the intention into place, and with that intention, put the plans into place as well. So today might be that just in the background of your conscious mind. It depends what you're doing throughout the day. You might be heavily involved in doing some planning. Or you might just be thinking, we're relaxing today. It's the day off being a Sunday, but I would like to do. And put them lightly into your consciousness, ready to work on it tomorrow as a work day. It's whatever you feel is the right way to do it. But certainly we are being given the message that we need to have some plans. So planning is essential for your own organisational skills. Make time to plan your journey and your goals in life. Look at the opportunities that may come your way. And you could be getting some little messages about this within yourself, what your connection is with Spirit, as well as what are the signs and symbolism around in your outside environment. And then you trust that when you plan carefully, things will come together. Okay. However, also be aware that we have free will, and the plans that we set are there because we've chosen them, which means we can unchoose them. It is our choice. Okay. So now know that the universe just may have another plan. Be open to what that will be. And that is why our spiritual connections are so important, to really connect into that inner self, our soul level, with what our own inside inner, that planning is from what we came into this life for, as well as what we're doing on a daily level, which today's theme being the plan is important. Now we're going to be looking at this card, the work card, and that's card 15. This work card is showing up in our home space, however. So what we're needing to do with this one, the keywords being focus, passion, diligence, success, teamwork, and finance. It can be all of those or one or other. It just depends what you've got going on around you in your home environment, this being the home energies. And life does start in our home. Honestly, it's the basis, it's the foundation of where we step out and into the world. People enter in our lives to take us and lead us on the pathway to success, but others only enable this success. And the definition of success is, that's something that can be quite subjective. This is only my own interpretation there. Excuse me, we achieve success ourselves through hard work, determination, and focus. We're driven by passion, love, and the desire to achieve. We bring together others who can help us on our way, and the teamwork ensures that we stand together, that we're strong in achieving our common goals, whether that would be of financial gain or support or of someone else. It only takes one person to let the team down, so be a team player. Or stand in your own personal team and stand strong, knowing that you've worked hard to get to where you want to be. And this is where sometimes with our own understanding of what particular words mean, that we need to be clear within ourselves of what success means to us, to you, to me. Each of these individual interpretations are relevant for how you are experiencing your life, knowing where you've come from and what you're experiencing now in the current environment. This being relevant to our home space, so that we are bringing that level of teamwork to that family level, to that is our own little realm that we've created to step out from and move into the world. Growing those children that we may have in our homes to move out and into the world as well. It really is sending off or attracting the bees, or sending off to where the hive is, where the harvest ends up being. It's all sorts of different interpretations that we might put into what our home space is and how much work that's going to be for us, because it does take teamwork. It takes a village to raise a child. All sorts of different things that we may have heard along our lifetime of those little sayings, the types of things that come together and are all meaningful. Bring them into your day-to-day for that contemplation. And what more is it that you want to do, can do, are capable of doing, what you can share with others to lighten the load. All of that is, the village. And it starts with the parenting and moves out into what we include in our communities, which is our school system, the government systems, all sorts of things. So how much work are you wanting to put into it to gain that you consider to be success? And, how important is it to you? That's what I'm feeling from this card today being given to us in our home space. It does take some work, but hey, it's worth it. Okay, moving along to our relationship card in the workspace. Which is why I found this very interesting, that they seem to be almost in the opposite spaces. You'd expect relationship in the home space and the work to be in the workspace. But what we've got is this that's going to give us the keywords of growth, understanding, compromise, love, relationship with self and others. right? So keep in mind that this is in context of the work space where we do bring in our abundance of income, because that's how our society is guild. God is that is how our society is structured. Where did guild come from? Interesting. Guild is a very old term as far as the mastering of craft. Okay, that's what came to my mind. Right, now the meaning that's on this in this guidebook is you have planted the seed. As you nurture and love the relationship that you find yourself in, which is first and foremost in yourself, whether it's of an affair of the heart, work, friendship, or family, know that the journey that you take is one that you should be fulfilling for you and your soul. I see I got it right. You should never make do with what you have. Grow through love, understanding, compassion, and empathy. Now, that is the unconditional love of what is the agape. Discover yourself. Take time to nurture the relationship with yourself. Embrace yourself as the most important person in your life, not in the sense of selfishness. Remember, this is the agape love. By doing so, others will follow and you will then have a greater relationship with them. So it is talking about the relationship that we have with others in our workspace, those who we come into contact with as our working day, as our working life, in what we want to put into that, in the in understanding each other. It's not just about the tasks we do, it is about the interactions of one person with another person with another person, however many people in your team. It is about the relationships that we build and spreading that is the unconditional love for others in our humanity, for what we're doing together as a task, overall task, as in the purpose or mission and vision, etc., of a business. Why are we doing the work in the way we are doing it, in the field or industry that we're doing it? Do you love your work? Even to changing your relationship with that aspect and perspective of what you're at work for. Do you love your work? If you don't, start to look at it from different angles. And if it really is something that's knotting your heart up because it really isn't your scene, it's not really where you're meant to be, start looking for something else that does give you that heart lifting experience of sharing with others in a relationship that is going to be for that common purpose of, well, what is your intention when you go to work? What do you really want to be doing as part of that, that enhances and expands and grows your heart with others? Common purpose, like minds, all of that sort of thing. So that's what we've got with our cards today. It really is that planning, making plans to have things work for you that are going to be really enhancing and building and growing our loving relationships with each other, the unconditional type, and being the best you. Okay, so that's ultimately what we're here for, is to be the best you. Continue to grow and nurture that is your soul space, the really inner depth of who you are, and in connection with that's the source, by whatever name you call that. Okay, so thank you for being here in replay or in real life. It is a wonderful experience having the technology we do have, ease of access. It doesn't come down. I leave them up here for replay as many times as you need to. And thank you for being here. Keep being the best you, and until tomorrow, namaste.